What's up, everybody? I'm going to play this clip from talk about something he says in response to a quotation by Sigmund Freud, and we're going to see how it relates in the language of Gematria, which is the practice of coding numbers into words. So we're getting ready to combine two different spheres of the internet, the MGTOW red pill sphere and the sort of esoteric de-occulting sphere.
Sigmund Freud once said, "The great question that has never been answered, and which I have not yet been able to answer despite my 30 years of research into the feminine soul, is summed up with one word: more. Women always want more, and even if you do all the chores, even if you bring home the bacon, that's not enough. They always want more, and that's not just my opinion. The New York Times reports that husbands who cook, vacuum, and do laundry have sex 1.5 times fewer per month than those who do not. So even if you are obedient, compliant, and a servant to your wife, even if you fill up all the checklists of all the chores and demands from her, she'll still make excuses, such as these excuses here."
Okay, so I'll link that below. But now we're going to get into Gematria. Okay. I was looking up Afghanistan because I was looking into Trump's weird impromptu visit to Afghanistan. 197 45th prime, but we're not gonna. So Gematria, if you don't know, practice of coding numbers into words. Alphabetic order: A is 1, Z is 26. Reverse it, Z is 1, A is 26. These are reducing them to a single digit. 26, 2 plus 6 is 8. 26, 2 plus 6 is 8. So we're just going to look at the reduction methods for this. So if you heard what RPW said, a woman always wants more. So you catch that. Reducing 21, reverse 21. So they're reflections of each other. Gematria is the practice of coding numbers into words and the belief that words with the same numerical value bear some relationship to each other or to the number itself. MGTOW. So MGTOW is the response to women always wanting more. If you're like, oh, well, you said woman, not woman. So if a woman always wants more, that means women want it all. And feminism has convinced them they can have it all. And it is essentially destroying the relationship between men and women. That's why you have movements like MGTOW. It is the natural response because men have always sort of gone their own way, but this is the first time in history there's been sort of a culture to develop around it because it's just become so noteworthy how toxic women behave to men, and the same can be said the other way around. But women are held less to account in these days than men are for their toxic behavior. Women aren't particularly shamed for manipulating men, whereas men are shamed for manipulating women more often than not. But yeah, so it's interesting to see these sorts of things sync up. It's very accurate. Anyway, that's a little dose of Gematria for you. So if we go through all base ciphers, so I like this one. 70, which is just 7, 25, 25, 65, 56, so some interesting stuff. Anyway, yeah, so once again, it's not about despising people for their nature. It is being aware of people's nature and then acting accordingly in your best interests, but not at the detriment of anyone else, which obviously if you're sort of pulling yourself out of interactions with women because you think those interactions are prone to abuse these days, then you're acting in your self-interest, but not to the detriment of anyone else. Anyway, leave your comments below. I'll definitely link RPW Liberation video. Definitely enjoy that channel. But peace, much love, keep searching for truth.